Assalamu alaikum. Hello, welcome back to our channel. We are the Muslim Family Adventurers. So today's video is a personal development video that I wanted to share with you guys. It is our formula for success, and this is a very personal formula that we are going to be sharing with you guys, and we'd love you guys to be in on it, and you know, if you benefit from it, that would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. We'd like to share this formula kind of out into the public, and of how we work as a team, me and my husband, to make certain things manifest in our life and for our family. And so this is kind of like a secret formula that we're sharing with you guys, and we hope you can benefit from this. If you're new to this channel, we'd really love it if you subscribe. We talk about traveling, religion, spirituality, personal development, and anything that can make us all high functioning, high valuable aspects to society as members of society, but also members within a family, and just be a very high functioning, very well functioning family that's living its best life. And that's honestly what it is. We're just trying to live our best life and try to get the best in the hereafter. And you can have both. You can have both. So that's my little intro. And so yes, so please press the subscribe button if you're new. All right, so let's get into it, the nitty-gritty of the formula to success. Again, this is very personal, so if you feel like there's flaws in this formula, I would love to hear, or if you think certain things don't work out, I would love to hear your feedback. But this is just something between the two of us, and between the five of us, that we are trying to rationalize why is it that we want certain things in life, why is it that we do certain things in life, because many times we are, like when you're a child, you're told to do certain things, get good grades, pray your 5 prayers, or you're just told these things and you don't really know why you're doing them sometimes. And that is being told what to do and commanded or scared or in fear. These are all very superficial ways to get to your goals, because to get to your goals, to get to your ambitions, all of that, it requires something a little bit more. There needs to be love, there needs to be motivation, there needs to be passion. These things all need to be present for you to go from point A to point Z. And so over the years, I've been told many times, and I hear this a lot, that people say, how do you do it? How are you a mom? How are you a wife? And how did you manage work? How did you manage education? How did you manage it? How did you do it? And sometimes I get stumped myself, and I'm just like, you know, I just did it. And then I think back and I reevaluate, and I realize that it's not, there's a process somewhere deep inside of me and deep inside of my husband also, of why we do certain things. Why did we you know, go for our doctorates? Why do we did certain things in our life? You know, why we pray, why we value certain things in our life over other things, and what's our formula for us, and what works for us. So what we realized is, what it comes down to, it's core values. It's what is at your core that you value, and what you believe so true that you feel it in your bones. This is your core value. You feel it in your bones, you feel it in the middle of your soul, in the core of your soul. And these are a few values that you're so passionate about, that everything goes off of this. So once you establish these core values, those things that mean so much to you, that they're in your bones, they're in your DNA, they're in the core of your soul, these are the things, then your life revolves around that, and it moves off of that. And so when people say, well, how did you get to Z? How did you get to point Z? How did you get to this point? This is the tangible result of everything that happened before. So there's a process from A to B to C to get all the way to C. And so what others see is your tangible Z, that's the tangible result. That's the outcome, the reality as we have in our formula. And to get there, there's a process. So I'm just here to share with you the formula, or the process to go from A to Z for us, how we like to I guess process things and reason things and reach goals. And so it's very important to go backwards to A, and go to the beginning and see what it is that you truly value. All right, so let's get into the formula. So the formula is, and I hope this is coming straight onto the camera. All right, so the formula to success, and this is, again, very personal. So please, I hope this applies. And if it doesn't, I would love to hear feedback on what it is that we should add or what doesn't make sense. All right, so the first thing is core values. Core values lead to goals. Goals lead to a vision. And a vision is something that may not be your reality, but that is your dream. That is what you're looking for. And so I put a double arrow between vision and reality, going back and forth. It's because you're always evaluating your reality to match your vision. And we know that we're human and this is Earth. And so this isn't paradise. So nothing is going to be 100% your reality. But you always keep going back to your vision board and your vision and seeing, okay, this isn't matching up. I got to fix this in this area, or this isn't matching up. I got to fix this in this area. So let me get into it. So what are your core values? What are your core values? I shared a little bit, like this is something that you feel at the core of your soul, something that you are extremely, extremely passionate about. And basically it's a non-negotiable. These are things that are non-negotiables. This is, these core values are what help you decide what your vision will be. So they help you decide what is it that you want. So many times when you feel lost or you feel stuck, always go back to your core values. Talk to yourself and be like, what is it that I really want? What do I want? What do I want in life? Whatever that is, it's going to take you back to your core value. You might have to reevaluate your core values. These are very flexible. These are not very rigid things. These are very flexible in your life. These are things that you want, and these are things that you desire. And these are things that are non-negotiable to you. So I'll give you, in other videos, I'll break down what core values are exactly and examples of what core values are. This is something like if someone asks you, you have a core value and someone says, don't do that. And if you say, okay, fine, I won't do it, it's not a core value. A core value is something where if someone says, don't do that, you shouldn't do that, or, you might want to see it in my perspective, and you say, thank you, I appreciate it, but this is my core value. This is what I believe, and this is what I stand for and what I'm passionate about. So yeah, which brings me to the other point is everyone has different core values. And once you understand that, and once you value that everybody, again, we've talked about this in other videos, that everyone has free will. Everyone has the free will to decide what their core values are. So whatever your core value is, whatever it is that you stand for, that you're passionate about, those are things you need to get really down on a piece of paper, or get it down in your journal and just, figure out what are my core values. These are my non-negotiables. These are things that will help decide my future, inshallah, my vision, my reality, inshallah, into the future. So again, everyone's success looks different. Everyone's core values look different. So everyone's pathway to success is going to be different. This is just a general outline. This right here is just a general outline of how to get from point A to point Z. And core values fit in spirituality, fit in a core value of mine is, and then you get specific in your goals. So if your core value is spirituality, you can get into goals and say, I want to memorize the whole Quran. I want to memorize 30 juz. Then you get into goals. Step 1, step 2, the breakdown. And then your vision is inshallah, I want to be a hafiz. Reality, inshallah, it will match up, with all these other tips that I'm going to share with you. But that's what the process is you have to hone in on the value first. Then you can get into the goals. Then you can get into the vision. Actually, I'm going to correct that. You first get into your core values, then you head towards your vision. Then you come back to your goals. So it's kind of a little bit of a loop-de-loop, but let me share this with you. All right, so core values we talked about. Now let's talk about goals. So goals are those small steps that these could be monthly goals, weekly goals, daily goals, annual goals, 10-year goals, 5-year goals. These are those small steps that help you get to your vision. Sometimes people think of, they confuse vision and goals, and let's say, in 20 years, I want this. And why can't I get it? And it's taking too long. And, so you're not working, that's a vision. So you're not working towards that vision with small, practical, applicable goals. And that's, that's what goals is. Vision. Now, what is vision? Vision is when all your core values have aligned in your dream, in your imagination, in your on your vision board. This is when all of those core values that you've identified as your core values, they've all aligned with each other, and they come together, and it's magic. It's magic. That is your dream life in this world, and you can make this formula, inshallah, work for the hereafter. Your dream about Jannah, dream about what it is that your life in Jannah will look like. Vision it. I know this is not something that you can accomplish or make into a reality in this life, but it can be a reality in the hereafter. So if you figure out that your vision is, I want to go to Jannah, but then you have to look at your core values and your goals to figure out how to get to Jannah. Like, what are the practical things you can do? What are the practical, how the outward actions and the inward actions all need to align with each other. You need to be, those are all things. That's where, that's the only, I think, aspect, the reality of, inshallah, the reality of Jannah, which you can taste only when that time comes. But everything else in this world, every other reality that you want, or every other vision that you have, it can be attained if you, again, follow a very focused formula. And the key word here is focus. Focus, focus, focus. All right. So let me talk to you guys a little more. So your reality and your vision, we're talking about, is going to be very close to each other. These are things that are going to be very close to each other. They're always going to be going back and forth, because your vision might keep changing. Your reality won't 100% match up with your vision. But like every Desi parent says, as long as you got 90%, you're good. So aim for 100. Aim for 100. Like, in your mind, tell your mind, I want it all. I want 100%. But if you land at 90, 95, 93, hey, you're good. Like, this is the Desi mentality. And I'm sure if you're, I think a kid of any immigrant parents, this is the mindset. So yeah, you get a pat on your shoulder. So yes, so that's between vision and reality. That aim for the 100%. That's your vision. Reality might be you're at 95, 90, whatever. But constantly, like, tell yourself, I want it all. I want the 100%. I want the 100%. All right. What else? So yeah, in upcoming videos, I'll break down what core values are, what goals are, and I'll share the process of how, as a family, my husband is bringing his core values. I'm bringing my core values. Both of us combined are bringing our core values together. And that's what marriage is. And many times, I don't think people are ready for marriage, and they don't realize. And because sometimes you get married young and you haven't, you haven't gone through this type of training or this type of personal development or this type of enlightenment, where you realize that you're two separate individuals and you have your own core values. And the whole beauty of marriage is you're bringing those two different individuals together with their core values, and you're aligning them, mixing them together to make a new set of core values for your family. Because now you have children, you're coming together, you're deciding that you're going to be with each other, you're deciding that your core values are going to come together and build more evolved, better core values for the next generation. And so how do you do this? I mean, this is where I think a lot of conflict comes in, because people have different core values. And so there might be a little bit of a tug of war of, oh, well, my husband said I can't do this, or the husband will say, my wife said I can't do this. Well, there has to be a way, which is called marriage, which is, it has to be a way of putting the core values together and realizing that the two of us now are one. And now we have new core values. But our core values that we had, they didn't die away and fizzle away. They're still there in the background, but they are fueling this new core value that we're setting up for our family and the generation to come. And I think that's the beauty of marriage, and that's what it should be, instead of a constant and so yeah, that's a separate video on its own. Yeah, so based on this new set of core values for the family, this is where the keyword focus comes in. Focus, focus, focus. Get your core values aligned. Focus on them. Make focus-based goals to get to your vision in your reality. Hone in on that vision. Like, keep that vision like encircled in your brain, or in discussions that come up with your spouse or within your family. Just, this is the vision, this is the vision, this is the vision. And then go back to your goals, and then go and set up small weekly goals, daily goals, monthly goals, annual goals, And this can all be manifested or organized in vision boards, in planners, in calendars, in discussions of, okay, what's going on this weekend? And these are all part of the vision. So these are all part of the vision. Okay, like me and my husband will have a kind of a meeting on Friday because our weekends are getting busy. And instead of thinking of it as like, oh, or why are our weekends so busy, you know, all this stuff, the way I'm thinking of it is there's a vision that I have in my mind, and our weekend is a small, tiny step towards that vision. And these are things that we value, and these are things that we're going to pick and choose of where we're going to be, where we're going to spend our time, and how we're going to spend our time. And so we have these discussions on Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, let's go here, let's go to this mosque, let's do this, let's do this. These are things that are part of our core values and part of our goals, our small goals to get to our big vision. All right. So another key I can say during this whole process is communication. Communication is key. So have key to this whole process. So again, if you're married and you're bringing two different core values together, two separate set of core values together, communication is key. Other things that help in this process: motivation, ambition, logic, balancing risk and playing it safe. These are all factors that come and guide this process. A lot of times people say, well, you must just be really motivated, and that's why you were able to achieve the things that you achieved, or you had a support system and that's the reason you were able to achieve all the things that you achieved. And I will tell you as a fact that after evaluating things, I was like, you know what, even if I didn't have those things, I'd still do it. That's the thing. I'd still do it. I wouldn't change a thing. And the reason is because I really, really, truly believe that each person needs to have their own core set values that they truly believe in, because that's what's going to fuel this magical new core set of values. All right, let's see what else. And so last but not least, the most important thing that is important for this process is, number one, dua. Dua. This is law of attraction. So if you are hearing things about law of attraction, which has become a really hot topic nowadays, dua is law of attraction. You need dua throughout this entire process to help build your core values. Oh Allah, guide me to what my core values are if you don't know what they are. Oh Allah, guide me to my goals. Allow me to achieve my small goals, my big goals, all of my goals. Oh Allah, allow my reality to become my vision. Oh Allah, allow me to be my reality to become my vision. Oh Allah, give me success in this world and the hereafter. Allow me to have my reality become my vision in this world, and also my vision to become my reality in the hereafter. Inshallah, inshallah, inshallah. So dua is really, really important. And then number two, the second most important thing is try your best. I think try your best and try your best, and then hand your affairs over to Allah. Try your very best and just be like, here Allah, that's it. Now it's in your hands and you handle it. And I think inshallah, Allah is. I was just talking to my husband the other day. Everything that you crave from your relationships, whether that's from your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your husband, your wife, your children, all those things combined, that's the relationship that we should be aiming for with Allah. That need that we need for appreciation, the need for validation, the need for love, the need for compassion, the need for security, the need for anything that we're seeking in these relationships that Allah has given us. And in the human form, these are only parts. We know the mother's love is only 1/70th of what Allah has. So we seek our love from our mother. That's the relationship that we're seeking. Seek it with Allah too. So if we're just seeking it in human beings, realize they're human beings. You will be heartbroken because they're human. They're not creator energy. They're not God energy. And that love that you're seeking, or whatever it is that you're seeking in these relationships, combine them all together, think it through, and be like, what is it that I am looking for? And then say, Allah, you Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, give me that feeling and that fulfillment, or whatever it is that I need. And once you get, I think it's truly, truly powerful that once you start relying on Him and handing all your affairs to Him, He will look out for you, inshallah. So more than what any other human can offer you, more protection or security or whatever it is that women crave and all that stuff, more than anyone that can give you that, it's Allah. And even if you're getting that from your relationships, your husband, your parents, or whatever it is, whatever those feelings that you're, be grateful for them, because those are sent from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They're sent from his plate, and they're sent to fulfill you. So yeah, so number one is dua in this whole process, and number two is try your best and hand your affairs to Allah and build that connection with God, to be like, okay, Allah, I'm in the process. I'm trying to reach success in this aspect of my life. Help me, guide me, help me figure out what my vision is. Help me figure out this whole process for me. So that's my little tidbit. Happy weekend, and I hope this video helps. I'm very excited about this series. I plan to break it down and talk about what core values are. I plan to break it down, tips on how to set goals, and then tips on building a vision, and what is a vision and what is your reality. So I will be breaking this down a little bit more, giving you examples of what we do as a couple and what we do as a family, to help put those core values together, and inshallah, I truly believe that if every family becomes more conscious and more aware, and we can have a very conscious community and a conscious ummah, if inshallah we can just figure things out and realize, what's really important in life. So I hope this helps. Please subscribe if you're new. Take care, and I hope this helps. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.